G. So remember, during your demo, we said we will have exclusive resume preparation session. Well, this is just a part of it. So, what's the topic for today? Topic for today is resume renovation, transforming mistakes into opportunities. Now, when you are watching this video on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, I request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, please like this video and share this video with your friends. So, without any ado, let's start today's session. So, what's the agenda for today? Well, agenda for today is the common mistakes that we need to avoid in our resume. How to customize your resume for the job, crafting a professional look for your resume, showcasing your achievements, leveraging keywords effectively, overcoming resume gaps and shortcomings, and advanced resume tips and techniques. So now, what are the common mistakes to avoid? Now, common mistakes to avoid includes overly detailed. Well, for example, your resume is overly detailed rather than just being specific. Avoid about the relevant experiences. For example, you have many different experiences, and you are mentioning each and everything there, which is not at all relevant to the current field. Well, it is overly detailed for no reason, and also you are mentioning just to mention what you did there, your key achievement there. You are mentioning all those things there, unnecessarily eating space in your resume. Talking about customization, we actually know that we have to tailor each and every resume according to the job description. Now, if we don't do that, let's not forget someone else is doing it. And yes, lack of customization is actually a big thing. Unprofessional elements. Well, if the font you're using is unprofessional, but the email address you're using is unprofessional. For example, what's your name? Use that email only or something related to it. Don't use an email ID which looks very unprofessional. Right. Now, next, errors and inconsistencies. Now, what are the errors and inconsistency we have in our resume? Maybe typos, basically spelling mistakes, inconsistent formatting, using different font names, or using different fonts, using font sizes that are totally inconsistent, right? Using colorful elements for no reason. Again, all these are actually errors or and inconsistencies in your resume. Now, what about customizing your resume for the job? When we talk about customizing the resume for job, we actually do job description analysis. Now, what do we do in job description analysis? Well, we identify and emphasize on skills and experiences that are on the job description, given in the job description, and we talk about relevance. Well, we highlight relevant past experience and skills. Again, relevant past experiences. Now, when you're in the field of data science, your domain knowledge matters. For example, if you're from finance domain or HR domain or advertising domain, any domain you're talking about, you should mention that specifically what you know from that domain. That is really useful. So there's very high chance of relevancy when it comes to data science resumes with respect to the domain that you worked on. Matching keywords. Now, every job posting has a language, of course, that it has a natural flow of language. Use that type of natural flow. Use the keywords that are mentioned there, use the phrases that are mentioned in the job description. And yes, when you do that, well, you'll be better fit for the job. Crafting a professional look. Now, talking about professional resume, we talked about the different font size we use. If we don't use consistent font size, that would be a big problem too. So we need to use professional fonts like Arial, Calibri, etc. Size should be nearly 10 to 12. Well, generally it is accepted that 12 should be the points and 14 should be your headings or subheadings. Or 10 should be size, 12 should be subheadings, and 14 should be the headings. Bullet points. Well, we need to use bullet points properly. Why do we use bullet points? Well, it improves quality and clarity of your resume, and it prevents text blocks, right? Rather than giving a complete text block that no one is interested in reading, to be honest, or to be very honest, this is how it is. No one is actually interested in reading your resume completely. That's the reason, go for bullet points. Also, make sure whenever you are using the layout that should be consistent. Well, heading should be bold, there should be spaces that should be consistent. All those things actually matter. Now, talking about your achievements and showcasing your achievements in the resume, make sure you are focusing on impact. Now, how to focus on impact? Well, you should focus on accomplishment, not just duties, not just what you were asked to do, not just what was your function, but what you achieved there in that position. That is very important to understand. You need to use action verbs. In the previous lecture, we saw what are action verbs and power words and how they impact our resume, how they make our resume better when it comes to resume building and all, right? Or when it comes to impressing someone with your resume. Let's not forget, resume is a good form of communication, or I should say, excellent form of communication, written communication, right?